Get them in. Alrighty, here we go. Hello, everybody. This is going to be a live video chat show for arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we interact with the chat because we like to talk to each other and say howdy and how are you and see what's going on out there. So I am looking for my channel right here on my iPad. And there I go. I got my volume. Got it down in time. Woohoo! There's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Candy. Hello. Come on in. See what we're going to do tonight. We're going to reconstruct a book. We're going to tear this book up, tear it apart, so we can have the cover of the book. I'm going to make a new napkin book, guys. I'm going to make a new napkin book. I got all my mails. I had some mail over here to go out, and it's all done. And it's ready for Joe to come and get it, to take it out to the mailbox. It is. Here's some. But anyway, I get old books and try to get them for free. And then you can take a book that you've had and recycle it after you've done everything you want to do to it. I'm not a real big reader anymore these days. I used to read a little, but I still wasn't a big reader. Nah, not like my mom or my sister. Now, my mom read every day, and she could read a book in 2 days. She can read a book, and she would speed read, and somehow she would just hit the highlights of the book, and she could get through it. But I couldn't do that because every time I try to speed read, I'd get to the next chapter and I said, I don't remember anything about that. And I'd have to go back to the reread that last chapter. So it didn't do me any good to try to speed read. But anyway, I like to do things with my hands. That's what I like to do. So, there's Goldie. Hi, Goldie, honey. How are you doing? Everybody doing okay? So anyway, you can see that this book has the spine is right here, and it's glued in. It's not, some of it's sewed in, but some of it's glued in. And I'm trying to get down to the back of the glue. See if I can get back up in there. And sometimes you can see the signatures. Like right there's a signature separation. Right there. And sometimes you can peel it off of the glue. Maybe we'll tear it out real good. So you're just tired from visiting yesterday? Oh, I can relate to that. Get busy. And I have another book over here that I need to bind. This book's not going to need any binding. This book is going to be like a flow book. And a flow book is a book where the papers can flow in and out of it anytime you want to take a page out, you can take it out. Anytime you want to put a page in, you can put a page in. It's a flow book, and they're tucked under a band either an elastic band or a soft band, a ribbon or something elastic or something soft and easy to, that won't tear the paper or anything, gentle. And that would be a flow book. And then your paper would like fold in half, and then the band would be there, and you would take and put this under the band like this, and it would be in the book like this under a band, and then you can take it in or out if you wanted to. And I thought I was going to be able to do this really, really fast, but it's not going very fast. Hi, Bonnie. Howdy do. Come on in. I think there's some people up in the balcony too. I think. Hello, everybody in the balcony. Come out wherever you are. Come down and say hello. Hi, Angie. Okay, she can't stay long, but she'll be back. Okay. I understand. She's got to go take the kids home. Oh, he's going to the prom. Well, be sure your camera's all charged up so you can get enough pictures now. Take your charger and your extra batteries. Try to get a couple of candid shots. It's always important to get some of those, behind the scenes shots. The bloopers. Get some blooper shots. Then you could hold it against him. You could hold it over his head for ransom someday. Yeah, remember when you stuck your tongue out? Good. And sometimes those are the ones where you're just sitting on a step. It's not, you're not posing. You're just sitting, relaxing, and you get that shot. Sometimes those are the best pictures you ever get when they're not so serious. Well, I'm tearing them out, but I don't like the speed that it's going. Okay, let's try something else. Let's go down to this end. That's just the way it's going to go out. I've got a little bit more to do. Just going to have to do it this way. Do you find free newspapers to cut up? Not very many newspapers going around these days. No, I don't get the newspaper anymore. I used to get the newspapers when we lived up north. I don't think I've gotten any down here. But they do have a newspaper, and a lot of times people just get the Sunday paper. And that's where all the ads are and the advertisements and things are. But not me. A lot of people read the newspaper online. You can get it online these days. And I found the news channel up north, the TV station. I subscribed to it down here, and now I get the news from up home. You get the ads, and you get some of the news that comes in on my YouTube thing. That's pretty cool. You just get the most popular things that are happening, You don't get everything happening, just the most of the attention stuff. So these are tearing out a little bit better. There's Juju. We're going to make a napkin book tonight. We're going to make a napkin book. You're probably saying, now what in the world is a napkin book? Well, I'll just tell you what's wrong in the world it is. I'm going to have to get Joe in here. He needs to go and get me some beverages. I need something to drink. I'm working up a thirst. So I'm just using a little X-Acto knife here. And I'm tearing the pages out. And getting it along the spine without cutting my spine up too much. I want to get the paper off of it, but I'm going to leave the spine a little bit. That was easy. So Bonnie's here, and who else is coming in here? Good to see you. I thought I got my 365 book out over here. I haven't worked in it for a little while, so I thought we would get it out and just see if we can find something fun to do in there. Work on it in a little bit, and we'll work on. I got some Happy Mail going out already, bundled up and stamped and licked and ready to go out. A few more pages. Hi, Malaya. It is. So, that's right. Your napkin book is a desktop favorite. It's one of the favorite things you put on your desk. And I've got several floating around here, but I thought I'd be making one because we might be having a napkin trade coming up sometime. So I thought, well, I'm going to get ready. I'm not going to wait till the last minute. Hi, Angela. Howdy do. Come on in. Sit down. Get your shoes off. Put your feet up. How's your little feet doing? How's your feet feeling, Angela? She had some footwork done. Fancy footwork done, I tell you. Oh, Malaya has lots of napkins? Ooh, good. You just keep them napkins hanging around here, and we'll do something. We'll do something with them. Lots of things to do with napkins. Almost done. Just a few more pages. Yeah, we'll be doing a napkin swap next month. But right now, there's a bunch of girls that signed up for the tag trade. And that's priority right now. They have to get those tags sent out to their partners before we do anything else. All right. Margaret's already been after me. What are we going to do next? But I'm pretty sure we're going to do napkins for the next month trade. So there's time to get things organized. So, and I decided that we're going to make a napkin book to see. I would just love to like shave that down. Somehow shave it. But I'll just try this. We'll get it thinned out here. Chomping it up. It's not too bad. And then I did my zipper bag. It's over here somewhere that we were working on Thursday night. You already mailed your 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 tags. Good for you. Good for you. Mine will be going out Monday now. I got a few things going out. And so that's wonderful. It takes time to get your mail together and you gotta address your envelopes, and you have to seal your envelopes, and then you have to sometimes you have to put washi tape on your envelopes or a sticker on your envelopes, and then you got to put stamps on your envelopes, and then if you don't know how much it weighs, you don't know how much money to put on it, and then you have to take it into the post office and let them decide that they want to put an extra $2 or $3 on it, because you're paying for their time. When you go into the post office, you're paying for their time to stand up there at the desk. That's what I figure. And if you weigh the envelopes yourself, which is what I do, you can calculate how much money you need to spend on that stamp. And I kind of got it. I think I got it down pretty good, pretty daggone good. So let's see. Do I need all of these papers? No. That one's got to come out. Come on. Take that one out. How about this one? I don't need that page in there either. How about this one? Nope, don't need that one. There's more, but wait, there's more. This is the front, and I really don't think I need it either. Just gonna take it out. And the same thing in the back. There's a few little extra ones back here, and I just don't need it. There. I got a little bit more shavings left here to do. And I do know that when you do go to the post office, unless you tell them exactly what you want, their job is to sell you first class mail, because that's what they advertise. They advertise that their mail is your mail that you send through them is going to go top drawer first class. But if you tell them you want it to go third class, then they have to sell you the cheaper price. But if you don't tell them, they're not going to offer it to you. They're not going to say, well, now I can get this out a little bit cheaper if you do this, or I can send if it doesn't have to be there in 2 days, I can see that it gets there in 5 days for a cheaper price. They're not going to tell you that. It's not their job. Their job is to sell at the most profitable price. That's their job. Okay, so here's my book. So I'm going to cover the book up now with a napkin. Let's see if I can find some napkins to cover it up with. So, hi Mitzi. Hi Margaret. Hi Vanessa. Hi everybody. Come on in. Here we go. Now I got something in my eye. So I'm going to go over here and get my napkins out. And I need to find me something to, fabric would be good because the napkin is going to be so thin and everything. And this book looks like it's been loved on a few times. But we won't let that bother us. Let's see if I can find some napkins. A napkin to cover that up with. And some fabric. Let's see what we can find over here. I got plenty of stuff. Plenty. And we'll just look for something that looks like maybe something to remind us of stamps. Got some little pieces in here. That's kind of pretty. Let's try that with some of this. Let's get some of this for our spine. We need to have something soft. And this might be good for the spinal stuff. And I found this, and it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, antique or something. Let's see if we'll have enough to cover our book and see if it's thick enough. We might have to put something down to cover the book if we want to cover the book. And I'm going to cover it with some of the papers that I tore out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover it with this. Okay, let me glue this down. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all doing okay? Jennifer's here. Who else come in? Sharon's here. Hi, Sharon. Candy. Have I said hi to everybody? Angela. I've said hi to most of y'all. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, I'm making a napkin journal to put some napkins in. So the first thing I did was pick out a book that my napkins can go in. And I picked this book, and I'm gluing some paper down. Get a card here, and Get that on there. Get this one down. Michelle says her kitties, Charlotte and Marilyn, ask for a shout out. Well, hello, kitties. Come on in here. Have a seat. Cuddle up and purr a bit. Get up there in the cat tree and make yourself at home. So that's what that's all about. I'm going to put some more down, and I'm going to put my fabric down here. So let's try that. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's not done in any specific order. It's just what I'm doing. So I'm going to put this down, and you could also pad it if you want to put something down that's padded, like an old quilt or something. You could do that. I'm just going to use some fabric here for mine, and make it in a country format. It's going to be country. I didn't put any glue here. I don't know that I need it, but I'm going to fold it shut so that if there's any extra, if it needs to pull from the sides, now's the time to pull because the glue is wet. And then I'm just going to cut off right there, and let's cut this right there. Right here. And then I'm going to cut it along the bottom, and we'll let it fray or do something natural down there. I'm not being too fussy over it. Not too fussy. And I've got some extra here for the insides. So I can fold this side in, and I can fold this side in, and then I can glue something down on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to take these edges up here, and I'm going to see if I can't fray them out a little bit more. I could put some trimmings up there too if I want. If I really, really want. But we'll see. So, anyway, I've got to put something down on the inside next. So, this would be enough to put in here a little bit. That would be enough. So I could just trim this little edge off. And glue this down. So, how's everybody doing in the chat room? Y'all doing okay? And then I'm going to go over and I'll get my napkins out. And I'm going to spread this glue out. Just like that. And then we're going to lay this little thing down. Just like that. I don't see an up or down. I don't see a right or wrong. Yep, everybody got to get their tags out. Hi, Kathy. Get them tags out in the mail. Mine will be going out in Monday's mail. I've got them already bundled up over here to the side. So I really kind of need to let this dry before I do anything else. And then I can decide what I want to do with the trimmings on the edges. If I want to do something, I can take even some of this and do a little gluage around the edges. But I'm gonna let it dry. Just something I did. So y'all want to see my Happy Mail that I got? I won a prize over at Shannon's Art Junkie. Art Junkie's studio, and her name is Shannon. And I was over at her place, and she gives away things quite a bit. So you might want to go over, if somebody might be able to find her link for us, so that you can subscribe to her. She does beautiful work, as you can see. Here are her art cards that she sent me, and this was the card that she made, and the art card is the same size as this. And then she sent me an extra art card, and it's got it looks like it had splatters and ink markings on it. It could have been a jelly plate print pull off, and then she looks like she might have put a little bit of white paint on it. Then she fussy cut a butterfly, a flower, and a bird, and put some words on there. And then she outlined the words, and she put these little flat back beads on there. They're tiny flat backs, and they're cute. And but she made this, and it's like a postcard size. And of course, she signed it for Beth. So I won that. So if you all want to subscribe to her, then she gives away stuff just about every time she streams. So that was a nice prize. And then she sent me a card with some stickers and things. Hi, honey. Put a little out there for that pot first. Mm-hmm. Will you bring me something cold? Which one? Something cold. Okay. My thermos is in there by my bed. But But anyway, she sent me these little, some of them are stickers and some of them are clip art that she cut out of a magazine. And those would be fun things to play with. Uh, and then she sent me a nice little note and to thank me for being to join her on her live show. And then she did this, and there's glitter on it and everything. There's just it's just so pretty. And if you want to see her work on her art, I highly recommend you going over to Art Junkies Studio. Highly recommend. So I'll put this over to the side right now, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. So Linda's here. Hello, come on in. I know there's some people up in the balcony. Hello, everybody. Come on in. So I'm going to go get my napkins out. But let's do our 365 book. I haven't been working in it for a while, and I was trying to, uh, as I was going up here looking at all of the blanks and trying to fill in all of this up in here to get part of it filled up. But I'm just gonna randomly go through the book. Does anybody have their 365 book out? Do you have your book? Does anybody else have a book like this? Yes. Kitty Jen is Jennifer Watts. Kitty Jen is Jennifer Watts in the address file. So anyway, I'm just going to thumb through it and see if there's anything that pops out at me. I did see this a few minutes ago, and it says add color to the shapes. This would be a good one for my ink tints papers. And these circles, well, this one looks like it's orange, and then this one looks like it's red. This one looks blue, and this one looks yellow. So I'm going to use my ink tints pencils. I don't think they're up here. Yes, they are. So I haven't used my ink tints pencils for a little while, and these are some of my favorite pencils, and I really really like them a lot. So I'm going to color these circles in different colors, and then when they overlap the other colors, it'll blend and make a new color. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. This one looks yellow, and then I see orange. My eyes are playing tricks on me. And then when we get done shading it in, I will get my water brush out. Hi, Joe. Thank you, honey. Whew, you smell like grease.
That's
gas or something.
no, it's just
Mm-hmm. Carburetor spray or something.
no, it's for like squeaky doors.
WD-40.
WD-40.
So I'm coloring in this circle. So this is going to be like an experiment. And you can do this in your craft book. You don't have to have this book to do this in. You can do this. You can do this in your everyday art journal. Just draw you some circles and have some of them overlap. And then you go back and you can still see the other circles even though I'm shading it in. So that one was yellow and this one was yellow. Just having some fun. And then I think I'm going to do this one in yellow. And if you stick with your primary colors, which is the main primary colors, is red, blue, yellow, red and blue, yellow, and something else. Because the red and blue make purple, and the yellow and red make orange, and the yellow and the blue make green. Is that just three colors? Red, blue, and yellow, and then you get 5 colors out of that. Sounds about right to me. So we want a red. Let's see what kind of a red we can have here. So I'm going to make this one a red, and it's going to go over top of the yellow. And I'm not doing it real hard. I'm doing a real uh, sh- light shaded, a light shading. It looked like it might try to rain. See. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell that this red and yellow over here is going to turn. This little red and yellow over here, it's going to turn orange eventually. Can you sort of see? I can sort of see that in the camera. I can see it better in the camera than I can with my eyes. That's got a little bit of an orange tint to it right there and right there. Okay, that's good. So then we want blue, true blue. It's true blue. So this big one here is blue. So, and this one's blue. So I'm going to go ahead and do the big one. Wish me luck. So, can you tell? Can you tell? Does this look green over here? I think it does. Looks green right there. And it should look green over here. That's going to stay blue. And then the blue and the red's going to be purple. And the blue over top of the red and the yellow, I have no idea. Is that going to be a green? I don't know. So I've got this one here and then this one here. And I'm going to, just for fun, I'm going to use green. I'm going to use green for this one up here. Just to add the green to the page. I'm just going to put it in the white part. I'm not going to shadow over top. See what it does. Okay, and then this one down here, I'm going to do an orange. Okay, now I'm going to get my water brush. And I think it's over here. here somewhere. And if you don't have a water brush, that's okay. You can still do it with a regular brush. And I don't see my water brush in there, but it might be over here. And it just might be in a booby trap. So let's see. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a wet brush over here, and I'll go to each color by itself. So this is red yellow, and you can see the difference, how bright the yellow is there. And it will hold yellow on the brush. So I'll do yellow by itself, and then I'll rinse my brush to go into the other colors. Sort of get it wet again. So here's the green, and you can see it blending the green. It's moving it around. And then this is going to be green, the yellow and the blues, green, like that. And here's another piece of blue and yellow. And then this is blue and yellow make green. So let me rinse my brush. And the blue, they're watching. They're not chatting because they're curious to see what all we're doing over here. Is that why everybody's not chatting? They're just on pins and needles seeing what this is going to turn out to be. This is blue, and the blue and the yellow make the green. The blue and the orange, I don't see a difference. This is blue and red over here. That should make a purple. The blue should be blue. Like that. So let's get the red and the orange, or the red and the yellow make orange. And the red and the orange make, I can't tell, but there's the orange. I see the orange. See the orange? Looks like orange right there. Okay, and then I've got this middle one here to do. So this is going to be yellow, blue, and red. So I don't know what that makes. I don't really, it's kind of a darker green, isn't it? Looks like a dark green. And then the red and the blue, this should be purple, and it's purple. And then the over the orange, it might be a different shade. I can't tell. This is color theory. This is, that is cool. I love every bit of that. Looks great. All right. You think it looks challenging? It was. It was. It wasn't a hard challenge. It's not a hard challenge, but it is a strong answer. What you might think, you may not think that's going to be what it's going to be. May the 3rd. That's today. I've got glue all over my hands and it's peeling off. But that is really, really fantastic experiment. Because I didn't have a purple pencil. I didn't have a dark green pencil. I had a lighter green. That's a different shade of green with the blue and the yellow there. This green and this green are kind of like. But the red and the blue make purple. And you can see the yellow and the red make the orange. I love it. Let's do another one. That's page 273. And I've got to mark that off at the front. I think I will put a little piece of napkin down or something there. Not that it's going to hurt anything. 273. So let's get a 273. There we go. So let's find another one. Okay, let's try these two. It says, my eyes are itching. It says, do a wild scribble. It could become something else. Let's just see. A wild scribble. A scribble. Let's go with a yellow. Now that's a scribble. And maybe we could do, let's see what we can make with the scribble. Let's see if we can make something. I'm using a blue pencil on top of the yellow scribble. And it's turning it into a green leaves. What do you think about that? Never done this before. Okay, and let's get another shade. And we'll go down with this one. And we scribbled us a tree. How's that? Were you expecting anything like that? And then this one down here, it says fill with blue drops. Blue drops. So we get to find all of the blue markers and pencils, and we're going to make blue drops. Doesn't say how big. There's some blue drops. What y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Blue drops. Blue dewdrops. Okay, let's go over here and get some over here. Get some blue pencils. Try this shade. That's good. There we go. All right, let's try this one. Can't get any more bluer than that. After this, I'll get my napkins out. Okay. Is that enough? Is that enough blue drops? I hope it is. All right. That's good. So let's go to the front and mark off 114 and 115 off of our list. We still got a lot to do. We still got a lot to do. Shall I do another, or you want to move on to the napkins? Okay, we'll move on. All righty. Hi, Janet. Oh, you went to a wedding. Well, how wonderful. Congratulations to the happy couple. And there's Anitra. Hello there. Come on in. We have been playing with our Inktense pencils today, and we were in the 365 book a little bit, and we are starting a new napkin journal, and so I think what I want to do is to put some kind of trim that'll overlap this up here. I was going to try to make it shabby chic, but I think it needs to be covered. So I'm going to see if I can't find either a yellow or a red. I might have some seam binding tape. Ooh. So this is going to be our new napkin journal. So let me find something to go on the edges of that. I will. And I know where some binding tape is. I do. See if I can get to it. Okay. Oh, okay. I found some more felting stuff. That's good to know. That's good to know. So I've got some, I do have some red fabric. I've got some white fabric. Let's try this. Let's try this. This is a piece of fabric that can be cut to the right place. That'll be it right there. Let's see. Right here. Let's try this. Actually, I probably just need one. We'll give it a shot. Here we go. Okay, come on. Let's try that. I think it'll be long enough. Alrighty. Now I just need to even that up a little bit. And I might have some better scissors. Let's see. I could use, let's see if these work better. Oh, yes. Like butter. When you keep your fabric scissors away from paper, I use these for everything in my craft room. Okay, and they used to cut this good, but I've used enough paper and other products, and these were just material only, and it cut that like butter. Oh my heavens, big difference. Okay, so I want to take this like that, and I'm going to take, I think I'll glue it on the outside first. So it'll look the best on the outside. And I'm going to glue it down just like that. And then I'm going to fold it over. And I know that a lot of you would choose something like a fabric tack, but I'm using glue all, and it does dry clear, so I'm not worried about it. If it dries, it's going to dry clear, so I'm not worried about anything else about it. So I'm just going to put this on this edge and get it over the spine, leave enough space. for the spine, and then I'm going to go over here to the edge, and I'm going to let this dry before I flip it over. I'll go ahead and do the other side of it like that, and that'll be the edge. And then I can still do another little something on top of this edge. I can still do a little, find a little embellishment or something. You'll see. You'll see. I can still work with that. So I'm just going to flip this around. This is going to be the new napkin book. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And I'm going to glue down with the glue. Like that. Smear it out a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to lay this down on there. Pat it down. Go over the spine to the other side. Like that. I'm going to let that dry. Cut that off. So there you go, little pieces. And we're going to let this dry before we flip it over to the other side. so, uh, so that's what this will end up looking like when we get finished. But I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I mess with it. So that's that. Let's see. oh, oh, the fabric. this this fabric was pretty, wasn't it? This is all that I have left of it. So I'll save this for another rainy day, and we'll do something with it for another project. I won't. I'll save that part. And this is going to be the spine, but I gotta let that dry. So I'm gonna go get my napkins now. I'll get my napkins out, and we're gonna go through some of my napkins. Not all of them, but some of them. Let's see what we can do. All right. So we're going to be uh, talking about napkins for the next trade, and I want everyone to understand that you've got to get your tags out so that we can begin our next project. You've got to get your tags out. Uh, it's important that you mail your tags ASAP this week. It's for the whole month of May, but you've only got till May 15th to get them in the mail. So if you haven't made your tags, you best be getting busy, and you best be telling me that you haven't made your tags yet, but you're working on them. You best be keeping tabs and let me know. You can message me if you're behind. Message me so that I will know. People contact me and say, I haven't gotten my tags yet. I haven't gotten my napkins yet. I haven't gotten this yet. And they want to know what's going on. If it's something, if it's life, then let your partners know that you're running behind. Okay. And uh, life happens, okay, to all of us, different things. So let your partners know if you're running a little bit behind, because I don't think anybody cares if they're late, but they're concerned, and they would like to receive their stuff. That's right. Mine'll be out Monday too. But I didn't trade with anybody. I made a bunch of tags, and I tried to send tags in Happy Mail. So, but you do have until the 15th to get them in the mail. So, you know, I'm trying to push the urgency to move. Um, if anybody is procrastinating, I procrastinate all the time, and I understand procrastination. I understand it fully to personally, because I am a procrastinator. But I'm also a doer, and I like to get things done, and I know how it makes me feel to get it done. It just, oh, it's so good to get that done. It's so good to get that in the mail and out off of my desk. It feels so good to get some things done. But anyway, next month we're going to do napkins. So first priority are tags, and now we're going to talk about napkins. So if we do a napkin trade, I like it. I like to have a napkin trade where everybody gets to play and everybody um, will get back a variety of napkins. Um, we're going to do 10 napkins. Now, if you have 10 different napkins, no problem. No problem at all. You just send ten different napkins, and you're going to send them to me, but not till next month. Don't send them to me in May. Send them to me on the last day of May. Send me your napkins. Send me 10 napkins, and I will send back 10 different napkins. Now, if you haven't got 10 napkins, and say I have Christmas napkins. Well, that's okay. You can play. Send me your Christmas napkins, holiday napkins. It doesn't matter. It does not matter the napkins. Send me your napkins. If they're all the same, then so be it. If you go to the Dollar Tree, you can buy a package of napkins for $1.25. Well, if that's if you can afford $1.25, then I suggest you do that. I suggest you the get a cute package of napkins and send them to me, and send me 10 of them. But if you have some variety, go ahead and do the variety too. But I have enough here where I can take your 10 and I can make 10 piles with your 10, and everybody will get a napkin of one of your napkins in their pile. And everybody might get one Christmas napkin. But the point is I've got enough napkins where I can mix them up to where everybody will get back 10 different napkins. And that would be my goal. My goal was to give you back 10 different napkins, and they might vary in sizes because we've got this size, and when we've got this size, then we got this size. How many sizes do we have? And then I think there's another big one. I think this is a big one. This is bigger than that one, isn't it? A little bit. So we've got different sizes, and it's not about the size, but it's about getting 10 different napkins back. And the idea is that we like to art with our napkins, and we like to do things with our napkins, and and have fun. You know, you might need you might need to know who's going to bring home the bacon. Juju, can you bring home the bacon, Juju? Juju would love to have this one. I got a couple of them left. Who's he's So you see how fun it's going to be. I mean, maybe there's a gentleman in the room and would love to have an army napkin. Maybe they know have somebody that they love in the army, and it could be male or female. Maybe you would like to have an army page, do an army dedication page. Now, you see, this napkin here is on one side. Now, I think that this napkin is a ripoff because, regarding art wise, it's a ripoff because you only got one little corner with something pretty on it. But now listen, if that's the only thing you have, if that's the only napkin you have, and if you mailed this to me, don't take it to the heart. I didn't mean nothing bad. But if that's all you have, that's okay. I will take it. But to give it in a napkin trade, I want to make sure that my person has a napkin that is on the whole thing. You see, this napkin is the best. Is a great napkin because it's on the whole thing. And this is just a little napkin, and it has more on it than this big napkin does. But now that's a napkin now. Don't get me wrong. You can still mail it to me, and everybody's going to mail your napkins to me. So I won't get mad at you, okay? Nobody will get mad. Nobody will be, I'm going to get that. Everybody can mail me your napkins, and then I will give you back 10 different napkins. So I've got a variety of napkins that I have collected over the past 6 years, and and that's and maybe all you have is a birthday napkin. If that's all you have, then send me 10 of these, and I will make sure that 10 people will get a birthday napkin. So you can sort of see how I'll mix them all up when I get them. When I get all the napkins, and they all get mailed to me by let's see, March, April, May. By June 15th, I should have everybody's napkins, right? But anyway, everybody will get 10 napkins back. Okay? Now, there's going to have to be some other rules. Some other rules. Like, here's a napkin here. And I think that this napkin is a ripoff because it's only on one corner. So when you buy napkins, don't buy any like this. Nah, don't buy them. You buy you something that has the picture all over it. See, look, these are all four different colors too. We've got the pink, purple, orange, and blue. Now that is a worthy napkin. That is a napkin trade right there. Because we could cut out every one of these flowers. So again, now we're gonna be doing this next month, and and some of you all want to know, and you might next time you go to the Dollar Tree, buy you a pretty set of buy you one napkin, and you can be frugal and just buy one package. But here's what I want you to do when you get your napkins. I want you to take the back of them off. Take the back off. Sometimes there's one paper, and sometimes there's two papers on the back of a napkin, and they will come off. Some of them you have to be patient with and not tear. So it's important that you pull it off very slowly. Then you have your napkin, and you can fold it back up, and this will go in the envelope. But I need 10 of them. I need 10. And it doesn't matter the size. It might be it might be a big one. Now I've used this one. I've used it because I've cut some of it off. I used the sign for something. But isn't that cute? It's a signs old age. It's an over the hill napkin. But if you have any questions about your napkins, I'm open for questions, and I promise you I will work with you. I promise. What happens tonight goes on Facebook tomorrow. That is a good napkin. Because look at all this other you have. And then sometimes you get somebody in the napkin trade, and they might send you something that's antique. This is a 1984 napkin of Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And look at this napkin. Somebody sent this to me about 5 or 6 years ago. But look at this napkin. Isn't that, it's a happy birthday napkin. Isn't that cool? That's a good napkin trade. And it's antique. Somebody sent me an Alice in Wonderland napkin, and that's an excellent napkin. It's the same thing on these two sides, and then it's reversed to the opposite. But that's an excellent napkin. Okay. Some of these are really old, and they were given to me. Isn't that pretty? That could make 4 different tags right there. Well, Vanessa, you will have to pay extra postage. You will have to pay extra postage to get your 10 napkins to me if you don't take the backs off. Um, if you surely you have your family with you that can help you one day for a minor detail, but and see, like this napkin here, this came from the Dollar Tree. I bought this napkin, but I wanted the black and white napkin for another project. But this is not a good napkin trade. But you still have these two, and if that's all that you have, I will accept it, and I wouldn't trade this back to somebody, but I would accept this from you if this is all that you had. But that paisley is something that I wanted for something else. But this is a great napkin because look at all of this one. And these are big napkins. These are dinner napkins. And this is a beautiful napkin. And you're getting your money's worth out of this one for sure. But I would ask you to take the backs off, and all you have to do is lick your fingers and pull them apart, and they come apart just like that. And all you have to do is go real slow, and you might want to take one layer off first. Take this layer off first. Just go real slow. And look, it ripped, but that's okay. You're going to use this for your cleanups, for an a tissue cleanup. But here is the first layer, and then here's the second layer. And look, I tore that little piece right there, but that's okay. That's not going to hurt nothing, okay? That's not going to hurt a thing. And then you're going to gently tear this one apart. Just just go real slow. All you got to do is go real slow. See how slow I'm going? And I'm getting to the other corner, and I just peel it back a little bit. Peel it back. And go around the edges. And the next thing you know, you'll have that off in no time. But if you don't take them off, it's going to weigh more, okay? And if it weighs more, you're going to have to pay extra postage. But again, and then uh, you're going to be sending me an envelope with some postage. So whatever postage that you put on your envelope to send me, you have to have another envelope with the same amount of postage on it so that I can send you back 10 napkins. This is just the first time we're talking about it. We will be talking about it again at the end of this month. Priority are tags. Next month is napkins. This is another beautiful napkin, and it's got a lot of foliage on it. You don't have to buy this size. You can buy the little size. You can buy this size. It doesn't matter. The size doesn't matter, guys. But you send me 10 napkins, whatever you have. This one is an antique, and it's really really cute and really really old. And I accepted it because somebody mailed it to me. But this is not a good trade. This is not a good trade. Nope. You only have one panel. But if that's all you had, I would accept it. I'll accept it, but I would not mail this out to anybody because it's not on all four sides. I would mail it out as an extra, as a happy mail, but I could do that, mail it as a happy mail. But that is a gorgeous antique napkin. And here's another one that's antique. The Snoopy. You might have a graduate. Here's another black and white one. I went through this black and white stage. This was something that I used, and it was all string instruments, and well, it's all band instruments. These were just some extra things in the that was in the box. Oh, I put this napkin on the music paper and did something with it. So that was cute. That's cute. That's a cute idea. You might have a pretty napkin like that. Here's another happy birthday napkin, but it's not a good one. No, no, it's not a great trade. But I would send this out for Happy Mail. It's that's kind of cute, the scallops and all. But for a napkin trade, I want it all over. And just that's just one of my things. But but you might find some fall napkins. Now, this is a good napkin because it's all over. It's got pumpkins on all four squares. This is acceptable. But I've had people send me a half of a napkin before, just part of a napkin on a napkin trade one time, and I didn't understand why she did. I didn't get mad because I don't. That doesn't bother me. This is an excellent napkin to trade. It's all over. But she just sent me part of a napkin, and it was weird. It was very unusual. Now this is in here. This is um, this is a paper towel. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember doing that. Somebody stamped on a paper towel. I would accept that, but I don't know where it came from. Here's another paper towel. Somebody did this on a paper towel, and it looks like it's homemade. I would accept that if you guys sent me that, I would accept it. Here's another one. Now this one would be pretty. It's all over. I would accept that as a good trade. I would accept that. Here's another one that's good. I would definitely accept the poppies or tulips. That's a good one. But now here's one here it's kind of a tie dye, uh, a colored napkin, and it has the gold words on one corner. This would be an iffy. It's kind of cute because it's got a little bit of color on it all and everything. But uh, I would send this out with Happy Mail before I would a napkin trade. But it is different. I think this came from the Dollar Tree, and it's striped on all four corners. This is one of my favorites. I've used this a lot in my art. I've had this one a long time, and it's pretty, very Victorian. And I've had the seahorses for a while, and there's a seahorse on every corner. So this would be a good. This is very good. This would be a good trade. So that's a good one. Hi, Teresa. This one's an excellent one. It's got the sunflower on all four corners. Getting down here to the nitty gritty. So anyway, after you mail your after you mail your tags, okay, we will start talking about napkin trays. This is not acceptable. Again, I bought this because I wanted this for another project. It wasn't for a napkin trade. This is not an acceptable napkin trade for me. But if that's all you have, then you mail it to me, and I will keep these, and then I would mail some of these others out in this place to the other participants. So by mailing me your napkins, you're going to be guaranteed 10 napkins in return that are completely different than what you sent me. Okay. And this one here is cute, but it's only on one side. So it's not, it's a it's It's adorable. I love this, but it's not all over. So we want to give everybody their money's worth. So there won't be, I'm not taking any questions. I'm not taking any names tonight. I'm just talking about napkins. These are all really cute. I think this came from the Dollar Tree. No, this one might have come from Tuesday morning. When I had Tuesday morning here, I got tons and tons of napkins. That was pretty. Very Victorian garden. This one was popular. I've used I think these are the very last two of these that I have. But I will be giving a lot of my napkins out this year, so I won't be hoarding back. But this has got it on all four corners. Now, this one has the gold only on one corner, but this napkin is acceptable because the print is on all four. Even though the little gold one, these little two little butterflies, they're in gold on the front side, but that's okay. That's okay. The rest of the napkin is very acceptable because it's everywhere. So that's a good one. I'm just kind of showing you the difference in some of the napkins that you get. And a lot of these napkins I should put in my bird book. Somebody sent me the parrots, and that's all that I have of it. So that's just some of the napkins that I've had over the years. And so next month we will have the napkin trade. So between now and the 15th, you all can think about your napkins, and and uh, and you just need 10 napkins is all you need to send to me. You send me your 10 napkins and a self-addressed stamped envelope. Gotta have self-addressed stamped envelope with the postage on it, ready for me to mail back to you, and I will give you back 10 different napkins. And that's the key. That's the key words. 10 different napkins. And it'll be hairy at times. It'll be a little difficult, and I will tell you, I will do my best. I will do my best job that I could possibly do to make sure that you get 10 different napkins back. And if if I don't send you 10 different napkins back, I need for you to tell me I didn't do it, or tell me what I did wrong so I can make it right. Because if I do something, I certainly wouldn't have done it on purpose. Yeah, this is a dinner napkin. Isn't that cool? I should use that. I should use that tonight. But you might find some mermaid napkins. And sometimes you can find napkins in yard sales. People don't want the leftover napkins. They just they use them and they want to get rid of the rest of the napkins. And now this is not a napkin, but it's acceptable to me. This is a tissue. Okay, when you buy your little tissue um, in a plastic bag. You get a little package of tissues to put in your purse, and they come this size. And but this is acceptable for a napkin tray because of all the different kitty cats on it. That is acceptable. It is as big as a cocktail napkin. It's just almost as big. But I would accept that tissue because it's all over. Okay. So if in doubt, ask me. If in doubt, if you don't understand, if you can't figure out, but if you have if you're debating on this or that, just ask me. I won't, you know, it won't hurt it. It won't hurt to ask me. So I've had a lot of these for several years. So it's time for me to move them on. So, uh, so I showed you this box, and next time I'll show you something another box. But this is just one napkin box that I have. So there. Um, let's get back to our other with our napkin flow book. I should have kept some napkins out to put in here. And this is dry, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. Boy, I shorted myself on that one. But it's okay. It's just going to be on the inside. I'll do the best I can. So let's glue this over. I sent a card out to Cheryl, so encouraging her to come say hello. And she might, you never know, she might be in the balcony or something. And I hope she is. But she'll have to come back on her own terms. When she gets ready, she'll be back. Right. So, um, anyway, if you're just now coming in, this is a book that I started out taking the pages out of it when I first started streaming this evening. And the people who were here first got to see me take the pages out. And I'm gluing on a little edge here, seeing how that works. Like that. How many of you have a flow book in your possession? Do you have a flow book? I've got several flow books. Uh, I'll have to get some of the other flow books off my shelf over there. If I can find one, I'll show you some of my flow books. That's right, Juju. There are several kinds. This one is going to be a flow book for my napkins. So I'm going to let this dry. And then we're going to put this string around the spine. And then we'll put some napkins in it. So we'll let this dry for a few more minutes. So, okay. Um, I think Shannon was in here just a second ago, and I opened up Shannon's happy mail, and I did thank her earlier. So there she is. I did thank her. I loved your art card, and then I got another art card right here. So, and then she sent me all kinds of little stickers, and this is her channel. Let's see. Let's see if I can do something here. I'll add you as a monitor, And now you can put your channel in for me, Shannon. If you know, I know you know how. Surely you know how. so, so anyway, it was very, very nice. Shannon does beautiful, and she makes these things right in front of you, and then she gives one away just about every time she streams. So I've encouraged everyone to go over and join uh, Art Junkie Shannon. Uh, I like watching her. I like seeing her do this stuff. This is beautiful, and she's got lots and lots of different things to do. So, uh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let me go over here and see if I can find another flow book to show you. I had one over here sitting on this shelf for the longest time. And no, it's not here now. No, of course not. It's not here now. Not the one I wanted. So, but anyway, this is a flow book, and I'll show you this one. And this is also a very good example of a junk book, a junk journal. If you all are into junk journals, you want to love this. So this was a hardback book that I put the blue fabric on, and somebody mailed me this blue fabric with the bluebirds on it. Love it. And I used every bit of it. And then on the spine, I just happened to find a tissue box. That's a tissue box. The willow tissue boxes. I can't remember where it come from, but it had that on the tissue box, and so that became my spine because it matched so well. So here's the front, and this was a book from uh, for Joe, and I need to leave it out for him to see it again. He hasn't looked through it forever. Um, when he lost his mother, let's see if there's a date on there. Find something with a date, then I'll know how long ago it was. Um, that was from my sister, but it's a flow book. See the yarn? You put it behind the string, and you keep your cards. This is January the 29th, 22. So that's when his mama died, and all of the cards are from everybody that sent him a sympathy card, and so that's nice. That was nice. So he's got all of these cards, and see, this string has 3 cards on it. There's 3 cards in here underneath the string. But this is a good way to memorabilia. You know, what are you going to do with all the cards? Well, they're in a nice little book, you know, and they're not forgotten. So I might put January 22 on here. That would be good, wouldn't it? Let me find a marker. Get in here. Get over here. Let me see if I can find another date just to make sure. Some people like to date. A lot of these are from you guys. And church. A lot of people from church. I I had if this is January 22nd. Um That would be a good date to remember. January 22, not 2022. Close enough. Because he asked me that the other day. When did Mom die? And I go, I don't remember, honey. I can't even remember when. I know the day my mama died, but I can't remember the year. So neighbors, I'm going to put 22. Okay. But anyway, it's a flow book, and that's the what I was wanting to show you about it. And this is homemade. Oh, this is from Aunt Becky. Isn't it pretty? So some things, you don't want to throw this away. I don't want to ever throw that away. And I've just got it stuck in the back, and with some other things. So this is a good way to for cards. You could do it for envelopes. Say you have a whole bunch of envelopes, and and they're empty, and so you can display them in a book like this, so that when you need an envelope for one of your cards, you can go through here your envelope and find it, and then just pull it out when you find the right size. So it could be an envelope holder, it could be a napkin holder, it can be uh, all kinds of things. Yeah, yeah. Your mama was 95. My mama was 86, and she had cancer. And Joe's mama was about the same. About the same. She might have been a little bit older, but she had cancer too. Yeah. My grandmothers were older, a lot older. I had one grandmother. I think she got to 96, and yep. But this is a nice thing to have, and then and then like later on, whenever Joe and I are gone, and the girls want to keep this, or they remember their grandmother, but they weren't around during the funeral and all this stuff, uh, because they worked, and some of them couldn't get away, but they can go back and look at these people's names and everything that they wrote about, their loved one, and it just might like it. Yeah, yeah. We miss Ricky. Yeah, Teresa had a bad year. Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and we're waiting for this to dry a little bit. It dries fast. It doesn't take too long to dry. So I'm going to take and wrap around my fuzzy yarn. And you got to start somewhere. So you just, but when you wrap it, you don't want it to be too tight. So, and you can make a tassel if you want, but I'm just going to tie this off in here, and I'm not making it super tight, but I'm also uh, I'm not going to make it to where it's going to slip off either. But you can move it around, But anyway, this is going to be wrapped around about 10 times, and uh, and then you can always add more string too if it's not enough. But this is This is what's going to do it. And then you take your napkins and you put them right underneath. And I usually do my napkins in a like a signature. Thank you, Teresa. Margaret got me that. So I'm just going to cut this randomly, and uh, and I keep this over on my bookshelves in front of the books. And there's a pair of scissors over there. So if I just want a little piece this long, I can cut it off and bring my thread over here without bringing everything. It makes it easy. So I'm going to go back up here and look for my knot, which is right here, and I'll tie this last one over on it to secure it. And this yarn is so fuzzy. It's so fuzzy, you can't really tell. But I'll leave those little tassels there. So now let's get some napkins. Let's get a few napkins out of here to put in our napkin journal. So we could get an Easter one over the hill. We can get all of these. We'll get all of those. A couple of big ones. Now this one is going to be too big, but we'll look at it and see what we can find out. Do. But the square ones, all of the square ones can go in there, and the pigs. Oh, we have two pigs, guys. No fighting. We can't have any fighting over the napkins. It'll be random. So this is what I do with my napkins. So I've got these two that are kind of together. So I'll put them and lay them on top of each other, and I can put them on underneath of one of the strings like this till it gets to the middle, and fold it over, and boom, it's done. And this book is just the right size for this square. So here's a Christmas one, and what we can do is we could do Christmas and Easter together. And I have a Christmas book and a spring book of napkins. So I'm going to get another string, and I'm going to put these under that and lay them down, and then I fold this over, and voila, got those in there. Now this one here, if I had a little bit bigger book, I can put this one in this direction, and then it would stick. It wouldn't, if it was a bigger book, it wouldn't stick out so much. So what I will probably do is just lay this down in the back, and uh, and usually I have another tie around the belly of this so that it doesn't flop open. So so that one lays down okay. I don't I don't mind it. I just deal with it. So here's one. Lay it down, and I lay this one down on top of it. And I'm making a signature of napkins like that. Like that. That's a pretty one. Like that. And like that. So I hold them together, and I put it under the next string over here, and they go under to the center, lay down, and flip it over, and there's one signature. Let's make another signature. Oh, we've got makeup. That ought to send that one to Jazzy or to Zena. She was doing a makeup review last night. Did anybody see it? Well, anyway, she's a young lady and wears makeup, and she looks good, and she is an ex. Well, she's an expert at it because she had all of the different kind of products, and she was doing a little review on some of them that she got from the dollar store. And she said that before she left, that she said maybe we I should do a review and do a makeup and do a makeup how to put it on. And we were sort of talking about that when she ended last night. Anyway, I've got several of these bunny napkins, so I'm going to make a signature of these all by themselves because I can. So anyway, this is my little flow book of napkins. All those napkins are in here. You would never have guessed. Teresa, what did Teresa say? Love each and every one. Yes, we do. We love each and every one. Be right back. Okay. Teresa says, I'll be right back. But anyway, I'll take another ribbon or another string and I'll go underneath these strings and wrap it around. I can use the same thread and have a little tie and use what you have. Teresa, no, it's not. This is my demo. So I want everybody to make their own. And but anyway, we will be talking more about this. So don't jump the gun. We're not mailing out any napkins yet. We have no partners. We will talk about it later. Well, we want everybody to get their tags out first and to receive their tags and to have their tags, and then we'll talk about the napkin trade. And I did talk about it a little bit today, but don't fret if you can't remember. We'll go and talk more about it later. Goldie's got 17 napkins. Well, let's see. You need to send me 10, and then and then Lori needs to send me 10. So you've almost got enough for both of you. So Angie goes, "Oh shoot, Beth, I've already got mine in the mail." Oh dear. So, but anyway, it is going to be fun and it's going to be easy. And you're going to let Lori worry about her 10, huh? That's right. That's right. Get your tags in the mail first. Mail your tags first. And then you can mail me your 10. You're going to mail me 10 napkins. And uh, and then I will probably show you some more of mailing tips and how you can get 10 napkins in an envelope and it not be too bulky. I'm the girl for that. I can show you how to do that. I'll show you next time. I'll show you how to put 10 napkins in an envelope and it won't cost you but maybe one stamp. Mhm. All right, Teresa, you get busy on those tags. I don't know. I didn't give you any names, did I? Did I give you any names, Teresa? I can't remember. So, and so let's see. It's only 8 o'clock. So I did the napkin book. Wow, that was great. Let's get out the forest book. Oh, let's look at the new colored book. I got the new Life in Color. Remember the new book? This is my new favorite book, Life in Color. I'm gonna have to take the jacket off of it. Ooh, I could get this. This is like a canvas. I could decorate this. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, this is a National Geographic book, and I got it used, and I love it. So let me get some more room over here. Put some things away. Can y'all see? There. Is that better? So the first section is the blue section. Pretty. Yeah, Teresa's making tags. Okay. I I don't know that I've given you any names. I've already given all the names out for tags. The tag is already in progress. Uh, so I don't know who you're giving your tags to. Okay. Good, Teresa. All right. Thank you. So anyway, what we're going to do? I wanted this book to originally. I wanted um, to use them in collages and stuff, but um, I'm not going to be able to do that with this book. I think it has to be a reverse collage. Okay. All right. So anyway, I've got a bag over here with I think some things in it for reverse collage. Is this it? I think it is. See, look, look at this. She's got pink on her. Wouldn't she look good on that? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to do some reverse collage like that. And all this is, it's a drink for Energy C, and it's pink lemonade. So she's got pink lemonade sparking off of her music. It's a expression or something. Yeah, that's what it is. So she's going to go in here. I love it. Okay. Now, I gotta give her some of her hair is gonna be flying in the wind. See how we can do that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We got to get down to her arm, and I have to pretend the writing isn't there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, did that. Now let's get her elbow. And then this is just her dress and her other elbow. So anyway, that's that. What do you think? Didn't that look good? So I'm going to go ahead and glue her down. Does anybody have a does anybody do you have a reverse collage book? Anybody? Have you seen it done before? Do you understand it? Do you have any questions about it? Does it confuse you? You do, but you've only played it once or twice? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's good. So you sort of go with things that look alike or they have some kind of connection. Uh, and I smoothed it all out, and I love it. I just love it. Now, the other thing that I can do is because of the type there, I can take a little bit of paint and try to match her skin. That's way too much paint, but I'm just going to go over real easy with my finger on the pounce it on just like you would makeup. Zena needs to be in here. She could pounce it for us. So just a little bit on her skin like that. All right, that's good. And then she's got a little shirt on, and I'm just going to try to use. I wish I had some real light pink. I've got a little bit of uh, metallic, and I'm going to. It's probably too much, but I'm going to do this in her tank top over the letters. So you see how I'm kind of making it work? What do y'all think about that? I think it looks okay. We covered up the words a little bit, distracted in their distraction, so you can't really tell that there's some there. So, you know, and we can add more words. You know, let's see if I had any more words on that paper that I threw out. The rest of the paper, emergency, uh, play on words, and that's all on that. But we can find more words in other magazines. Thank you. So yeah. So anyway, these were some other magazine pictures here. So let's see what else we got over here. Definitely have to take a kitty cat out and put the kitty cat up in the picture. So they don't have to be exactly. You could just sort of whip it out a little bit. It doesn't have to be. It's not going for a contest. And we might as well just go ahead and let this kitty cat have its meal. So we'll cut the saucer out too, since he looks like he's enjoying it. Uh-oh. And he'll go down here. She's my YouTube kicked me off of my iPad. I don't know why, but let's get me back up here. And there I am. Okay. So I'm going to trim a little bit more. Like that. Like that. And then maybe a little bit more on behind the legs. Right there. And right there. Oh boy, that worked out. So we're going to put him right there. And we'll just smear this glue around. And we're going to put him down there. And then I'll take my card and smooth it out and take off any excess glue that comes up like that. Like that. Can you see that he's down there? He's really camouflaged. There's some yellow flowers down there, and he kind of camouflages in the flowers. And then after this dries, maybe I can go around him with a black ink pen. Or something. She was born to be. That could be something. She was born to be free. She was born to be something. We put that up here for her word. And we can find another word to go with that. She was born to be. She was born to be pink. She was born to be pink. So, let's see what other pictures we have in here. She was born to be healthy. She was born to be delicious. She was born to be happy. Okay. So let's get the bicycle girl out and get her over here on the other page. she's got her little puppy in the basket. And she's got a pink shirt on, so she kind of matches this page too. Okay. There's that side. And there's this side. Get her shoe. And the other tire of the bike. And there she is. She's going to be riding. She's going to be riding. She's riding. And I've got these 3 healthy, delicious, and happy over here. How about if I use all of them? Healthy. Born to be, all of them. Born to be, all of those. I'm going to use them all. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to put her over here. A little bit of glue. It's curling up. There we go. There we go. So that looks good. I like it. Okay. Okay. So I think that's good. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put, I don't have to date everything, but this was my first page, and I want to date it just to show that this is about the time we got this book. This is when we got the book. So let's see if we can put the date in it. A couple of places. Because in 2 years I won't remember a thing. You know it? I won't. So I'll just do that. So there's the start. I got to glue these down. Put that up there. Like that. And this one up there too. So that'll work. I like it. You can always continue to add things too. So so that'll work. And I did not take a picture of our new napkin flow book. And I'll just take a picture of something open like that. So that's cute. And what I will do is, as I get napkins that come in from all of you guys, I'll put them in here too. And that way I'll have a place for them without messing anything up. I have a plan. Got a little plan to get things going. Okay? So that's good. So now I will tell you, I'm going to have to switch over and use the glue sticks versus the wet glue. I can see the wet glue on this side and it's buckling the paper. So, and the paint, the wet paint. So I'm going to have to go with like brush tip markers and other products versus regular Elmer's glue all, because it's making my paper look warpish on this side. So that's, the paper is pretty good paper, but the wet glue is too wet. So we'll keep that in mind. So here's another page, and I've got I've got pictures of Kate. Look at, this is all Kate, uh, Princess Kate from England. If the windows were a little bit bigger, I could put her in all of the windows. They're too big. See what we can find to put in the windows. And I harvested some magazines, and this is where they all are. see what I could find to put in the windows. So I don't see anything little enough yet. Cars. I could add another car. I could add another car to the page. He's too big, but I could put it over here. This is some kind of, fancy smancy car. It's like the Batmobile to me. And he would look really good over here. So that's where he's going. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. There's a blue car. We could save the blue car for a blue page. Absolutely. So, Angela, come back in. Yeah, she was here earlier. Welcome back, Angela. We're working in our reverse collage book right now. And we're just sort of rehearsing a few things to put in it. Like that. Oops. Wrap that out. So anyway, the front of the book was supposed to be blue pages, but it hasn't started yet. So there's the blue page. So do we want to put that there? I think so. I do believe we do. It's going right there. Okay. Dana. How long did you two stream today? Dana and Becca were on earlier today, and I fell asleep on them. I tried to sleep in this morning, and I just had different things. Joe woke me up 2 or 3 times. 3 hours. That's a long time. I can't do too much more than 3 hours. It's coming up on 3 hours on me now. So I like that. That looks good. I need to find, this is water. I need to find a blue fish to put in here, jumping in the water. I'll find one, don't you worry. We'll find a bluefish. This is the blue section of the book. It's done in different colors. It's done by color. Yeah, we'll find some other things. Cars, animals. There's another tiger or a cat. He will go in the book somewhere. Oh, look, there's some more waterfalls. Does it need to have more waterfalls over here? Oh, yes. Let's put that over here. This came out of a travel magazine. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I, I can't have both. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that that edge, and this is going to go over here. And what I'm going to do is uh, I'm going to take this marker and sort of go down like this, and um, I'm going to glue this here, but first I'm going to color the edges. And I can do it in different techniques. Not that. Different shades of blue. Oh, yes. We're going to do it up good. It'll be all right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just saying, it's going to be just fine. And I'll take another blue. Was that the one I had? I don't think so. I'll take some of this one. Oh, yeah. Now that's pretty. And the pages are numbered on this book. Some of the picture books are not numbered, and it's hard to, tell somebody if somebody has the same book, go to this page. You have to hunt through the whole book to find it. So some of this is going to go up there. Okay. That's going to be 5. So now I can take this and put this glue on the back side. will find more animals. There's more animals around here than this, so this won't be too bad. This will be all right. So we're going to put this here like that. And I'll take my card and smoosh it around. Okay, now we'll take some other colors. I've got some other colors up here and see if I can't imitate a few objects here. So see how I'm blending that in? Yeah, we're blending that in. There we go. For that one, I'm not taking requests for napkins because if 20 people play, then that means if she gets to pick something out, then everybody else gets to pick something out, and I cannot do that. I cannot do that because I don't have enough for everybody. That's it's got to be much simpler. It's going to be a surprise. And that guitar was not even a whole napkin. I had used it in an art project. So I want to get this over here. Uh, let's try that. Nora. Okay. So, you see how I made that belong? Now that all belongs there now, doesn't it? um, so anyway, I'm liking this, and then I need some more fish jumping up, going up, where they're spawning and going back up the opposite direction all the time. Now this needs a little bit of white, and I'm going to do some swishing, just like Dee Dee. So let's see if I can't. I might be able to use this paint. It's real rubbery. Huh. It's dehydrated. It's old. So, doesn't that look like water coming down? Coming on down? Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. And boy, this can be probably thrown away. It's. I did use it though. What can I say? Okay, now, so this has to dry before I can turn the page, and I'm going to let that dry. And I think it looks pretty cute. Pretty cute. We'll just have to do it that way. Now, I know it's just 10 minutes till, but I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. You're wearing me out. So, so anyway, um, that's all I'm going to do tonight, guys. I appreciate every one of y'all being here, and we've had a wonderful time. I'll put, I've got a pokey tool to put in my glue. I'll put that, close that up, let this dry, and if y'all need me, you can message me, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice weekend. I'll see you over at Juju. Juju's might be on, so you all go over and say hey to Juju, and tell her I sent you, and and that's okay, Angie. You came and you came and go. You come and go, Angie. That's fine. So anyway, I'll be back on Tuesday night, and we'll pick up where we left off. So make sure that you guys get work on your tags and get them out in the mail, and so we can continue to move forward with the napkins. So maybe we'll do some napkin art with our napkins. Maybe I'll find something to put in this book. Wouldn't that be great? So, good night, everybody. Take care. I'll see you over in Juju's. I'll be over there shortly. And sometimes she takes a break. She's on and then she gets off and then she comes back on in an hour or so. So, you all keep watching for her. I'll see you all soon.